Hey everyone, the question today is, why isn't your marketing working? Let's talk about it. Good morning, good Monday morning. This is Earl Hall coming to you live every Monday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standing Time. What's up, Doug? Good morning from Greensboro, North Carolina. Hey, Doug, I'm in Mooresville, North Carolina. By the way, Bayou Voiceovers LLC, good morning from Louisiana. Thank you so much for being here. Look, oh my gosh, I've got some things that I definitely want to convey today. In regards to marketing, it's one of those things that I feel like people have a very misconstrued, if I can use that word, idea of actually what marketing is. Because when you're really looking at what marketing is all about, first of all, marketing is not sales. And so I'm going to tell you this. Your marketing ought to be the antidote for what ails your prospects. So what do I mean by that? Well, you have to separate sales and marketing, which we're going to do in this episode. We're going to make sure that we separate sales and marketing because they are definitely not the same. Your marketing is the way that you're going to be able to show your prospects that you understand who they are and what it is that they're going through. And if you cannot convey that message, the clients won't come. What I see so many people doing is they try and intermingle sales and marketing, and they do not go together. They go hand in hand, but they are two very different things. Good marketing is definitely going to lead to sales. Marketing is what you're going to have to use in order to lead to sales. I don't care what your industry is, what it is that you're doing. If you can't show prospects that you understand them, you get who it is that they are, and you can answer the tough questions that they have about that industry. If you're going to market to someone, the first thing you have to understand is who they are. That means that you have to be good at what you do and are able to express that in a way that's going to get them to take an action. Right? That could be like my action today. Look, we're going to be going through sales and marketing. I've got a private Facebook group. I want you to join that Facebook group. The link is in the description, I believe. I know it's on YouTube, but I also know that we are broadcasting live on LinkedIn as well. Let me know in the comments where you're watching me from right now. The Facebook group, every Friday, we go in depth on this thing about marketing. We go in depth about this thing about sales because people have a misunderstanding of what this is all about. And if you're looking to make $5K a month, $10K a month, $30K a month, whatever it is, the way that you're going to get there is going to be your marketing and is going to be your sales. So your marketing is your message. Too many people try and sell in their marketing. What do I mean by that? Okay, they're talking about their product or service, and then they're trying to pitch you within that same thing. Well, here's the thing about marketing. People that are watching you, whatever your industry is, people that are watching you aren't watching you to buy. Understand, people that are watching you are not watching you to buy something. They're watching you to see if you have a solution to their problem. Now, ultimately, the solution to their problem is going to be, hopefully, your product or service. But if they don't understand, can't comprehend, or can't see that you even know what it is that you're talking about, the sale will never happen. Just a fact. If they cannot see that you know what you're talking about for their industry, someone here can shout out in the comments, what industry are you in? Let me know what industry you're in the comments. This is going to help a lot as well. And it's also the reason why I do that live stream that I do every Friday in my private Facebook group. Just click the link, or you can even go to Facebook. Just look up @EarlHallStudio. @EarlHallStudio is the Facebook group that I'm talking about. I do have a page that's Earl Hall Studio LLC. We're not talking about that one. We're talking about the private Facebook group, which is just facebook.com/EarlHallStudio. When you understand that the business that you're in, doesn't matter what it is the business of being able to convey your value proposition. Your value proposition is directly related and directly correlated to your ability to solve problems. You cannot sell something to someone if they don't understand that. All right, so Doug is saying he's a moving consultant. Oh my gosh, Doug. 2 years ago, I moved from Milwaukee to where I live now in Mooresville, North Carolina. And I went online looking for moving vans, looking for movers, but you're a moving consultant. So you have an intimate, or I should say, you should have an intimate knowledge of what people go through in the moving process. You know all the trouble, all the things that just get on people's nerves. And so you should be able to guide them to a solution to avoid all of those things. It's why I said at the jump of the show, your marketing should be the antidote for what ails your prospects. That is how prospects become leads, and those leads become sales. You doing a live stream, making some content on YouTube, or making some content on TikTok or Instagram, Facebook, whatever it is, you want to show people that you understand each and every aspect of the problem of a move. That's what needs to be conveyed. I hope everyone is following me on this. But Doug is saying, I'm working on being a voiceover talent, though, my new career. Same thing. So when you talk about being a voiceover artist, and being a voiceover artist myself, I understand the ails of being a voiceover artist. It is one of those things where people that are VOs, that are voiceover artists, I never see anyone conveying the problems that they solve. It's more entailed than I can deliver you a great voiceover. Because, okay, what is your niche? What is the thing that you are known for in voiceover, or want to be known for in voiceover? And here's the cut and dry of it. And I've started to say this more and more and more. A voiceover artist is, in essence, the marketing arm of someone that is selling something. A voiceover artist is the marketing arm of someone that is selling something. So your client that would hire you as a VO is trying to sell something. So guess what voiceover artists need to understand and know? They need to understand and know sales and marketing. They need to be able to convey, really kind of like I'm conveying to you now. There's a problem, and here's the solution to that problem. And ultimately, you being able to do the VO for that person is the solution to the problem. But if they don't know how you do what you do, they don't know what you do, they don't know how you do what you do. And if you're just a VO that is just out there saying, I can do voiceover, it doesn't matter the genre, you're just an also-ran. You're just someone that is well, a commodity. That's what a lot of VOs have become, is a commodity. Bayou Voiceovers says he's also a police officer. Okay, well, you're a VO, so it's like, okay, you want to, I'm assuming, be a voiceover artist. There's really not much to do. You're not going to start your own police force. I'm assuming, or maybe you are. Maybe you're going to start something like a security service. Maybe you're going to start something like a bodyguard service for high-end clients or something like that. You as a police officer have a unique insight to security. You have a unique insight to being able to read people, to be able to understand, someone that may be in a crowd that is kind of looking nefarious, dangerous or whatever. But the problems that you solve are going to directly correlate with the amount of money that you make. The problems that you solve. And so the more problems that you're able to solve, or the more in-depth that you have of a problem of your prospects that you're looking to serve, the more they're going to trust who it is that you are and what it is that you're doing. I'm sitting here right now. I'm trying to pull something back up on my phone here. Anyway, these are the things that causes sales to happen. Circling back, when I talk about, hey, good morning, Brandon. Glad to have you in here. Glad to have you. All the way from Silver City, North Carolina. Oh, man, I got my North Carolina folks We're in the house today, loving my North Carolina peeps. I feel like a home. All right. You're going to want to make sure again that you are the antidote to what is ailing your prospects. That is how the sales are made. And when you look at a platform, something like YouTube in particular, and you may have heard me say this before, YouTube is what I call an intent-based platform. People come to YouTube because they're looking for an answer to a question. They're looking to solve a problem. They're looking, but if you're not there, you'll never be found. That's why I believe content creation, that umbrella term, is so important, to be able to create content so that when people are searching for that problem they want to solve, and I'm going to go a lot deeper into this on Friday in my private group. So I want to make sure that you join that Facebook group and don't miss it. It's every Friday, 9 a.m. Link is in the description if you're on YouTube, if you're on LinkedIn. I don't think I put the description on LinkedIn. Are any LinkedIn peeps here with me this morning? Anyway, but if you're on YouTube, the link is in the description to join the free Facebook group so that we can go and take a deeper dive into all of these different concepts that I'm talking about right now, because I want to solve your problem. The problem is marketing and sales. And it's the thing I think people are afraid of. It's the thing that I think people don't dive into doing because either they don't know what it is or they don't know how to execute on it. It's one of those two things. And between the two, marketing and sales, if you start getting an understanding of what the difference is between them, sales becomes the number one fear. Having a sales conversation becomes the number one fear. But when you have appropriate training, when you have an understanding of the two concepts that I'm trying to relay today, marketing and sales, and that sales is not marketing, when you start understanding these things, the process becomes easier. And those things that you fear, those things that you're afraid of, let me just tell you, your money is behind the fear. Flat out. Your money is behind your fear of that thing. And when you dive deep into that, see, what a lot of people do is they get busy, right? They get busy doing stuff that has nothing to do with marketing or making the sale. They get busy, like if you're VO, let me tune up my inputs and outputs, and let me tune up my audio processor, and let me dive a little bit deeper into Adobe Audition or whatever it is. Whatever your industry is, there's something that you're doing that does not mean a rip to you making a sale. People will always, and this is a concept, especially for entrepreneurs today. Before you build it, sell it. Because if you can sell it, that's the reason to build it. So many times we spend so much, people want a business plan. I haven't talked about business plans since the 90s, for goodness sake. It's like, that's just real 90s right there. Not to say that you shouldn't have a strategy or a plan, but this is the business that I'm going to run. This is how I'm going to run it. This is what you have no clue because you have no clients. You have no clue because you have no clients. And here's the key thing. Here's one of the things that I've learned over the past couple of weeks, actually. If you ask your audience, they will tell you what they want to know. If you ask your audience, they will tell you what you're interested in, what they're interested in knowing from you. It's one of the things that I do in my private Facebook group. I ask questions every week. What is the most pressing thing? And it's why this week I'm talking about marketing, because that was the question I asked last week. Overwhelming majority wanted to know about marketing. So this is what we're diving deep into. With that, who in here is already a member of the private Facebook group? Let me just ask that question. Who here is already a member of our private Facebook group on facebook.com/Earl Hall Studio? With that. Voiceovers is saying amazing advice, my friend. Thank you. I appreciate that. But here's the thing. As I was saying before, where you have YouTube is what I call an intent-based. It's an intent-based platform where people go and actually actively search for what they want to know. It's unlike any other platform. You'll hear me say this over and over because I definitely want to convey that message that you probably ought to be on YouTube because people are looking for answers to questions. It's kind of like the title of this video, why isn't your marketing working? Well, that's because that's a question that people ask on YouTube. So I know it's searchable. I know that that's what people are looking for. And so even as we go into deeper dives on how to, find all of this stuff out every Friday in the private Facebook group, you'll see the different tools that I use and am able to just go deeper in that, with that. Oh, Big John. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. All right. Doug is saying, he says he's a member I'm a member of a sailing group. What does that mean? I'm not sure what context that is. I'm a member of a sailing group. Give me a little bit, expound a little bit for me on that, Doug. I'm not sure why that popped up. Brandon is saying he just joined the Facebook group. Thanks, Brandon. I love the ethnic Bart Simpson. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Like that a lot. There are different things and when I talk about intent-based platforms, all right, there's one thing for you to look up advice and to look up solutions to the problems that you have. That's one thing. But it is in the execution that everything is revealed. It is not enough to take a course or to hire a coach or to watch YouTube videos or whatever. You have to execute on the things that you're learning. So let me give you some things to execute on right now. Grab a piece of paper, open up Notes or whatever it is, Microsoft Word, Pages, whatever. List out the problems you solve. That's the beginning step. I want you to list out 5 to 10 problems that you solve for your industry. And if you can't list out 5 to 10 problems that you solve for your industry, it's a problem. It's a problem. I dare say that everyone on here, because you're watching this, you are in some sort of entrepreneurial venture, or you want to be in one. Bio Voiceovers is saying that he's a member of the Facebook group. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Doug is saying, I'd like to join voiceover group soon. Okay, there are a bunch of voiceover groups. I don't have one, but there's a ton of voiceover groups that are out there. I'm here to talk to really help. Whether you're a VO, it doesn't matter. Whether you're a life insurance agent, any type of entrepreneur, I'm here to help you understand the nuances of marketing and sales. But again, if you cannot tell people, and that's what marketing is, why they should even listen to you. The only reason they'll listen to you is not because you're attractive. It's not because you're entertaining. I'm talking about spending money with you, right? If you can't help them, there's no sale there to be made. I don't even care how good of a voiceover artist or a life insurance agent or entrepreneur it is that you are. None of that matters if no one understands what you do, how you do it, and why you do it. Right? No one cares about you. No one cares that you're what type of microphone or what type of setup, as I show my setup here. No one cares. The only thing that people care about is, can you help me solve my problem? And that's the main thing that has to be conveyed in every piece of marketing that you do. Can you solve my problem? Make sure that you join the Facebook group. It's facebook.com/Earl Hall Studio. I want you to go there if you haven't joined. Click the link in the description. I'm going to be talking in depth about this on Friday. It's not going to be from a high level view. We're going to get down into the weeds and we're going to really start solving the problems that you may have in your marketing. So I hope that you'll be there. I want to thank everybody for joining me today. I'm here for you every Monday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. In the Facebook group, in our private Facebook group where we dive deep, it's every Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Enjoy your week. Go out there and, as always, grind and don't quit. I'll see you next time.